Start to notice how you can shift your focus. Feel how your imagination might already be guiding you in unexpected ways. Because, as you may have realised by now, it's the imagination that holds the key to transformation. Let's begin by exploring how to bridge the imagination to your body. It's like a subtle dance, isn't it? The moment you connect those two worlds, the shift begins. You already know the process, even if your conscious mind isn't aware of it yet. Just for a moment, imagine a problem or a challenge in your life. Can you see it clearly? Maybe it feels like a weight, something stuck, something heavy. Now notice how it feels at the level where you're currently experiencing it. Isn't it challenging? Doesn't it seem bigger than it needs to be? That's because sometimes the best way to deal with these things is not to face them head on, but to rise above them. Imagine yourself floating above the problem. Doesn't it seem much smaller from that elevated place? You've already shifted your perspective, and just by doing that, you've made it easier. It's almost like magic, isn't it? Because when you rise above, it's easier to see the whole picture, to play with it, and even transform it. And just like that, the whole thing becomes easier. That's the magic of working from a higher vantage point. It's like having an eagle-eye view of the terrain, while everyone else is stuck on the ground. Let's talk about that unconscious mind of yours for a second. Isn't it fascinating? The unconscious is constantly working, and sometimes it represents things in ways you wouldn't even expect. For example, think about a grey room. Grey. What does that represent for you? What's the first impression? Does it feel heavy, empty? But here's the key. Don't rush to change it. Just explore it instead. What's it telling you? The grey room might hold the answers you didn't even know you were asking. So you allow it to reveal itself. You might even find what you expected to see is different from what's there. Let the unconscious surprise you. And when you do, you'll start to notice the connection and the transformations that are always hidden just beneath the surface. Think of your imagination as the ultimate tool. There are times when you need to step aside and let your imagination guide you. And then there are times when you need to focus, to withdraw your intellect, and allow your imagination to just be. Imagine the possibilities. What could you create if you weren't trying to force the outcome? This is the dance. Sometimes you're guiding it, sometimes you're letting it lead. Let's connect this to the idea of water. Water, after all, is the ultimate programmable substance. It's fluid, it adapts, and it carries energy, just like your mind. You can load water with intention, can't you? You can put your consciousness into it. Think of a time when you've needed to be more energetic. That's when you invoke the fire. Fire full of vitality, movement and intensity can be transferred into water, transforming its very essence. When you need to replenish, you can give it the softness of water, the nurturing, the calm. What about what you need and how you choose to direct that energy? And remember, as you charge the water, you're no longer at the same level as the problem. You're beyond it, seeing it from a new perspective. Imagine now attuning yourself to the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and spirit, and using breathwork to align your energy with these forces. It's like a symphony where you are the conductor. Every breath is a note, every inhale a moment of alignment, every exhale a release. And in those moments, you can send fire into water, transform your energy, change your state. Notice how easy it is to shift, to bend your consciousness, to move from one vibrational plane to another. All you need is practice, a little at a time. And this, of course, becomes your art. Consciousness transference. From one state to another. From one energy to another. Moving like the water, flowing like fire. Let's take this a step further. Imagine holding your gaze on a candle. The fire, its flickering light, becomes a point of focus, vehicle for your concentration. And as you focus on that single flame, notice how your mind begins to clear. The thoughts, they drop away. You start to see things you didn't see before. And here's the secret. Just like the candle flame, you're learning to focus without force, to hold that thought, that intention, with ease. Even if it's just for a moment. It's not about clinging or forcing. It's about the gentle yet firm concentration. And as you practice that, you'll notice something incredible happening. Your focus sharpens. You develop an effortless connection to the very essence of things. As you develop your faculties, your ability to concentrate and direct energy, you'll find each little bit of focus magnifies your influence. Focus on your breath. Focus on your posture. Focus on the rhythm of your heartbeat. It's all entrainment. It's all about entering into harmony with the world around you. It's all about transformation. And every time you do this, you become more. You adapt not just to the task at hand, but to life itself. It's not about forcing change. It's about allowing your body, your mind, your being to rise to the occasion. It's effortless. It's natural. Every single time you apply yourself, you get stronger, more flexible, more adaptable. Every time you do the thing, it becomes a part of who you are. And that is how you master the art of change. You focus, you direct, you adapt. And you keep going. Each step becomes easier, and the results, they speak for themselves. Remember, the best way to shape your future is by mastering your present. Every breath, every step, every shift in focus, it all carries you forward. And all of this, it's only just the beginning.